Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day number 3, pick number 3 of albums that we love to listen to. Favorite summertime albums. Favorite albums we love to listen to when the weather gets warmer, outside, in the car, by the pool, by the barbecue, by the volleyball net, weed whacking, lawn trimming, at the picnic, at the beach, cruising around with the moonroof open or the top down on the car, by the ball field, eating a hot dog or a burger, drinking a beer outside, tunes cranked. What are those summertime, warm weather favorite albums that we love to listen to? That's the theme of this month. Today for day number 3, this is an album. It's a live album. Remember, if you saw my note on I think day 1, everything's up for grabs for this. Studio albums, live albums, compilation albums, soundtrack albums, EPs, whatever the hell you want. Doesn't really matter, right? Just music, some sort of collection of songs, right? This particular live album was released November 1st, 1972 by this American band. Recorded at all sorts of places around Europe on their European tour of 1972, released on Warner Brothers Records. I'm talking about Europe 72 from the Grateful Dead. That's right. To me, the Grateful Dead are a warmer weather summertime band for me. I don't normally listen to Dead music in the winter or in the fall. Just they're not that sort of band for me. And I wouldn't pretend to be a Deadhead. I do have tons of Grateful Dead CDs, live albums. I have all the studio albums. I have a lot of live albums, Dick's Picks, all sorts of things, right? But I wouldn't call myself a massive Deadhead. But I do like them, I do appreciate them, and their music speaks to me and calls to me at certain times of the year. This time specifically, this time of the year. And as much as the studio albums are really cool, as any Deadhead knows, where it's at with this band are the live recordings, right? Because live in concert is where they take these songs, turn them into these big, sprawling, otherworldly jams and things, psychedelic music and blues and bluegrass and jug and then all this sort of stuff that just kind of mixes and blends together. Country rock, right? All these things blend together into this weird music called Grateful Dead music. And I know not everybody loves them, right? I know a lot of people who hate the Grateful Dead. I know a lot of people who worship the Grateful Dead, right? And that's every part of their being, right, is the Grateful Dead music. So whatever, it is what it is. I'm not either camp. I'm like in the middle. I enjoy them. I enjoy them when I'm in the mood to hear them, and I'm glad at some point I got kind of turned on to the music of the Grateful Dead. I grew, as many hard rock and metal fans, probably growing up, you despise this band, right? But I started to, as I got older, I had more and more friends who were Deadheads. And eventually, it rubbed off. That's what happens. Peer pressure. Pete succumbed to peer pressure along the way. So this particular live album, sprawling live album, right? Of course, this was a triple album, and in various reissues now. I mean, it's even bigger, right? I've got when did this one come out? Let's see. 2001, so this is one of the many reissues, right? I think there's even been another that's got even more stuff, right? But of course, the lineup for this particular album, for this tour: Jerry Garcia, lead guitars and vocals; Bob Weir, rhythm guitar vocals; Phil Lesh, bass guitar vocals; Ron Pigpen McKernan, organ, harmonica, and vocals. He's kind of phasing out of the band right around this point. You got the Keith Gottschalk on piano, and Donna on backing vocals. You got Bill Kreutzmann on drums, and Robert Hunter helped write a bunch of these songs, right? Because of course this album features a whole bunch of tracks not available on any studio album at the time, right? So new songs for the tour, along with some old favorites. And like I said, you've got this is a double disc set, but the original album was a triple, right? So all sorts of cool stuff on here. I mean, over on side 1, you got a great Cumberland Blues, He's Gone, and One More Saturday Night. One More Saturday Night is just terrific on here. Really good. Side 2, you got the great Jack Straw, You Win Again, China Cat, Sunflower, and I Know You Rider. And China Cat, Sunflower, and I Know You Rider almost kind of like blend in together, man. It becomes this one like kind of really cool 10 minutes worth of music. Just So good. China Cat Sunflower is great. Over on side 3, Brown Eyed Woman, Hurts Me Too. Great version of that with a nice vocal from Pigpen. Ramble on Rose, that's terrific on here. Great, Jerry's just doing some fantastic soloing throughout this album. Maybe this album doesn't contain the big, long, 18, 25-minute long rambling jams as some of their other live albums, but there's still plenty of jamming going on here. Maybe it's in a little bit more relaxed mode because this is, of course, the 72. So this is right in the middle of that dead period where they're doing a lot more kind of rootsy type stuff. Right? We're not quite into the jazz fusion realm of the Dead, which is coming just right around the corner, a couple of years. Right, you got Terrapin Station and Blues for Ella. I almost picked Terrapin Station today. That really was my original pick because I do like listening to Terrapin Station quite a bit around the pool and stuff. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, I got to pick a live album, right? And there's so many live albums to choose from, but this one is really fun because this one, like I said, a little more relaxed, a little more breezy, really cool. Over on side 4, you got a great version of Sugar Magnolia, which I really dig that song. I think it's just great. Mr. Charlie and Tennessee Jed finishes out that side. Side 4, you got a 13-minute long version of Truckin'. It's one of my favorite versions of Truckin' from this album. Really good. Epilogue, side 6 over, you got Prelude, right? Cool instrumental epilogue into Prelude. Again, there's where the Dead start to do their kind of psychedelic ramblings and going into all sorts of different places, weaving guitars and keys and things like that. Very cool. And then to finish off the regular album, you got a big epic version of Morning Dew. Everybody's done Morning Dew, right? Dead have always done Morning Dew. Very cool. And then if you get for the expanded version that I have, right, you have additional stuff. You got Looks Like Rain, Good Lovin', Caution, Who Do You Love, and then more versions and finishes of Good Lovin' and Caution and things like that. So additional live material to make this even longer. And so basically the dates for this album from Europe were recorded April 8th, April 14th, May 3rd, May 4th, May 10th, 23rd, 24th, and 28th. So this is really, over the span of not quite 2 months during their tour of Europe in 1972. So charts, this actually peaked at number 24 on the U.S. Billboard 200 charts. All right, and the single from this was Sugar Magnolia. That made it to number 91. And this wound up selling 2 million copies here in the States, which, again, you got to take into consideration. Triple album, right? So not really 2 million copies, but they take into account each of the slabs of vinyl that are in this particular collection here, live collection. So, and so there we have it. That's my pick for today. Europe 72 from the Grateful Dead, a great summertime album. There's something about being out there on the pool deck, right? Maybe drinking a cold one. Maybe you just went in for a dip and you're kind of drying off, letting the sun bake on you, and there's Jerry's soaring guitar, right, going on in the background. It's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. There's something about this kind of classic rock music from this period that I think to me is appealing for summertime. As we'll see throughout the month, you're going to see quite a lot of stuff like this, as well as other things. So there you have it, everybody. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Don't you love when you have like a white album or CD and you hold it up and all of a sudden everything else gets kind of black, so you can see the color of myself change. It's weird. That's why you can't wear like white shirts when I do these shows, because there's something about it with the camera. It kind of screws everything up. Anyway, this is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please hit the like button before you leave, which is greatly appreciated. And down below we get the links to our Ko-Fi page, our channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you in advance for all your support there. We'll see you tomorrow for another one. It's July 4th here in the States. Holiday day. I'm going to be off for the next week and a half, so I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see you tomorrow for more stuff. And don't forget, don't touch that dial. It's Wednesday, new release day here on the channel. Lots of new reviews coming at you. So till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.